mentioned, the Nets going for the zone. They plan to play even more zone. Here's O'Neal. They still want to go with more decisive double teams. Shaq, it counts, and the foul.
Now Kenyon Martin is finding out that he's got to change his game from one of physical intimidation and power to one of trying to play a thinking man's chess game.
Fisher picked up on the switch. Bryant. Bryant soaring to the rim.
Throw it down. One time, throw it down, Kobe Bryant. Yeah.
And that will not work if Shaquille O'Neal, from the net point of view, is able to get that kind of position, get that deep. Here's Kobe getting the step, and he is hammered by McCollum.
They never play him in the second half anyway, so
usually Byron Scott comes with Aaron Williams, who picked up 6 fouls in 7 minutes the other night. Derek Fisher on target, and he has provided an enormous lift for the Lakers. O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal with a strong move. The crowd looking for an offensive foul. Lakers up by 3. Shaq 4 for 4. He has 9 points.
Well, Todd McCullough is playing like a little kid, and he's afraid to get too close to Shaq, and he doesn't know what to do when he's there.
O'Neal. Well, Shaquille remaining in the front court, and the Lakers took advantage. Fisher wide open. Yes. Bryant putting a series of moves on Harris, who played it well, and Kobe with the step and his hit on a reach-in.
The basket is as big as the Hudson River. Is anything flowing tonight, Bill?
well, they're in the second stage of financing here already.
Julius, it's great to see you back here with the Nets. And I'm sure you're enjoying the game, even though the series isn't turning out how you would have wanted. Thanks for taking the time.
Okay, it's a pleasure, and I think the Nets will put on a good show today.
All right. Mark, back to you. Kobe Bryant on the basket.
Yeah, what a shot by Kobe. Aaron Williams draws the foul. Here's Kobe with the head fake, and he heads to the line. I think Steve Jones, a one-time prolific ABA scorer, would like to see those records transferred for NBA credit.
Yeah, mine will look a lot better.
Shaq's not running the floor defensively. The Nets should realize that if they just slow a little bit down on their fast break, Williams, Todd McCollum, Jason Collins can get opportunities.
Ryan Shaw, who has not been a major contributor thus far in the finals after playing so well. Here's Devin George with the open shot, and he is showing more confidence. Jason Kidd getting set to return. Bryant with a beautiful setup for O'Neal. So Shaq with 14 points.
Well, Scott believes that the game for the Nets is going to be won at the defensive end. If that's the case, they've got to stop the ball moving.
That's the kind of passing I was talking about, Steve.
It's only just second and 1, though.
Shaw with the step. Missed on the reverse. Shaw with the rebound.
Bring it out if you're LA here.
Bryant is fouled. So Kobe heads back to the line.
Kobe able to get to the hoop. Now, granted, this guy is a phenomenal basketball player, but you have to make a decision as to what way you're going to send him. I would not send him to his right hand. And then Shaq gets the ball in low. 3 guys guarding him, finding best passer in the game today from the low post area, knocking him back, sending him back time and time again.
In all of those Laker scores, you could see the difficulty that the Nets were having in controlling the ball.
The U.S. Open in action tomorrow. You'll see world #1 Tiger Woods plus John Daly and Greg Norman on Friday. Phil Mickelson.
Kenyon Martin has shown a lot of different attributes to his game. Shaq just so strong, such rhythm. Aaron Williams already shadowed with 2 fouls.
Well, they feel that Van Horn is feeling the pressure of being bigger and better than he has to be in the series.
Here's Bryant giving it up. O'Neal. A facial served up by Shaquille O'Neal.
I want to hear you say, Mark, you want to say, throw it down, big man. Throw it down one time.
I was told that you have personally licensed that phrase, and there are residuals, so there's no way.
Come on, one time, Mark. Give it up.
But the problem that they've had is that Shaq is getting the ball too deep and getting it too cleanly, and it's impossible to handle Shaq. So, Bill, throw it
down. Throw it down, big man. Will somebody deny penetration one time to Kobe Bryant?
Shot clock to 5. They surround Shaq. So here's George for 3. Yes.
That, Steve, is another one of those passes.
O'Neal.
Look at George.
But it's taken by Kidd. 25 seconds remaining in the half.
Shaq is playing very casually on defense.
O'Neal draws up to the foul. He has shot so well at the line during the postseason, in particular from the Sacramento series on. He's 65% at the foul line in the playoffs, which for Shaq is a very high percentile. Tied at 65. Bryant with the steal. O'Neal getting position and is fouled by McCullough. So that's 3 on Todd McCullough. Shaq 4 for 8. It's all at NBCSports.com. This would be 3 if the Lakers, when the Lakers conclude matters against the Nets. Wow. Rick Fox from downtown. All right, Lewis. Nets going to the pressure again, and Shaquille O'Neal wide open off the trapping defense by New Jersey. Shaquille O'Neal referring to Todd McCullough as a respectable player, which he is. So the Laker lead is down at 2. O'Neal with the strong move on McCullough. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining in the third. Very quiet game at the offensive end for Kobe Bryant.
Well, the backcourt hasn't scored here in the third quarter.
Here's Bryant. So much for that stat.
Steve has mentioned this before, Marv, that Kobe's one of those players who can just miss everything for huge stretches, and it never affects him.
O'Neal is fouled.
Marv, during the last timeout, Phil Jackson told his team, you guys should want to end this right now. Momentum can change from timeout to timeout, quarter to quarter, game to game. Don't start fooling around and keep this team alive. Marv?
All right, Jim, 9:45 remaining in the fourth. The Nets do not want this to be their final quarter of the season. Trying to prevent the sweep. Lakers hoping to wrap it. Bryant from downtown. They had missed their last 4. They're now 10 of 18 from beyond that three-point line, and the game is tied at 87.
The Nets can't trade baskets.
And that's what they're doing right here. Kobe Bryant again. The Lakers lead 94-91.
Why would you turn and face Kobe Bryant if you're Keith Van Horn? You tower over him, you're stronger. Play back to the basket there.
Bryant, yes. So Kobe Bryant turning it up a notch once again in the fourth quarter. 21 points for Kobe, along with 7 assists.
If Jefferson had been in, they would have had somebody on this other lane to finish the play. Van Horn wasn't quick enough to get in the lane.
O'Neal is fouled.
Just the broadcaster. Oh, now you bail. That's the coach. This is unbelievable. All this time of calling coaches out, players out, and now you bail when it's time to stand up.
I enjoyed that speech.
I am saying this guy should be in the game. I've been saying that. I said that after game 3.
Yeah, it all comes down to this end of the floor. They've got to take away the Lakers offense somehow, some way.
Bryant taking it to the rim. There were no stops here.
None.
The last few minutes by the Nets. Coming up on a minute and a half remaining in this New Jersey Net season. A Net team that went 52-30 during the regular season. Best record in the Eastern Conference. But the Lakers are on their way to a sweep. 33 points for Shaquille O'Neal. And Shaquille O'Neal in this 4-game series averaging better than 36 points per game. And he has now moved in front of Hakeem Olajuwon most points in a 4-game series. And Hakeem did it against Shaquille back in 95. O'Neal is fouled by McCullough.
Crowd didn't appreciate that little extra pastry from Kobe.
Oh, come on.
They didn't. You hear them going, don't you? What do you think those boos are for?
What's wrong with that? He plays until the it's over.
This is the home team getting smacked here. That's what's wrong with that.
That's over the foul limit. Nice gesture, though, by Phil Jackson inserting Mitch Richmond here in the final minutes. And Bryant is hit on the reach-in. He'll go to the foul line with 44 seconds remaining.
You're just going to run it out right now. What class.
The Los Angeles Lakers have made it 3 straight NBA championships. They wrap it up in the 4-game sweep by beating the Nets 113 to 107. And Phil Jackson has equaled Red Auerbach's record of 9